is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci, and you are watching
Comedy Radio Show, also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. Dina.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead radio show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy with those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully you'll get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for on, yeah.
this whole conversation with me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told
hear
you.
any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday. It is August. Oh, sheesh. August 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live on GovsRadio.com. But, of course, Govs Comedy Club Radio is the YouTube channel. That's where we're asking you to go. Hit that subscribe button and then hit the hearts or the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. And then copy and share the link to all your social media places and get on the phone and tell people.
Please.
Just walking down the street, you're going to the deli this morning to get your coffee, just tell them, hey, by the way, check out Govs Radio. They have a lot of great shows there. And copy the link to this show right now because it's live, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget, go to govs.com. That is the website for the club, Governors in Levittown, Brokerage in Belmore, and McGuire's in Bohemia. Those are the three clubs. Three Governor's Comedy Club. Don't forget August 12th, the big night. That's next Thursday already. The big night here at Governor's in Levittown. Benefit for John Ziegler. John Ziegler, a good friend of the show. Regular here at the Governor's Comedy Club's. Funny guy, very funny guy. Battling cancer. They're going to do a little benefit for him. Chris Roach, Matt Burke, Joe DeVito, Tim Gage, Mick Thomas. Colin Quinn will be here. John Ziegler himself will be here if he's up to it. Hosted by Joey Cola. It's going to be a fantastic event. Don't forget that. Don't forget McGuire's in Bohemia, August 21st. Uncle Louie Variety Show doing their thing. Uncle Louie Variety Show will be guests on our show on August 12th. So lots going on here. Lots going on. Don't forget the big return of Top Fives with Don Sill. New time, Thursday at 7:30. Looking forward to that. And then immediately after that, no, or before that. What time is it? Before that.
What?
Right? The Almost Irish podcast?
Correct.
It's before dawn.
Yes.
6:30?
6:30.
6:30 on Thursday. Almost Irish podcast, the Govs Radio debut. Mick Thomas, Dan Barry, and Dennis Rooney. Funny guys. It's going to be a great Thursday night. And we have Danny Teague joining us on Friday here at the show. He's a local musician. But guess who's here right now? Guess who's here right now? Look, right there. Joey Petroni is here.
Hey,
Joey Petroni. How are you, pal?
Good. How are you, man? Nice
Good to see you. You're all set there? You're worried about your hair. You good?
Oh, yeah. My hair, my hair was knotted across my forehead. Problems that I have at this age. But, yeah, no, everything's good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We have not. Now, we saw you at the Nelson benefit.
Yep.
I think that's the first time we've seen you since all this craziness.
Since the craziness, yeah.
It's weird to me because it was such a crazy time, but at the same time it went so fast that it doesn't even doesn't feel like over a year since we've seen guys like you. It's crazy.
We all lost a year of our lives, you know, hiding in our houses and stuff like that. But it's nice to be back.
Absolutely.
And,
Actually, come in a little closer if you don't mind, and bring the mic with you. There you go.
Hello, Joe. Hello, DJ. Hello, Elizabeth. Who else is there? Everybody else. All right, cool.
How's that?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks.
So you survived. Everybody's good?
Everybody's good. We survived, and you know, we learned a lot about each other.
Yeah, right.
Good or bad, but
it's
yeah,
a
that's
permanent
true.
vacation inside your house.
Yeah.
But no, it was all good. You know, thank God we have a basement. You know, we have areas to get away from each other.
Yeah, I mean, I think back too. I think, wow, you know, like when you're in the midst of it, you're just trying to go through every day,
Yeah.
and then but when you think back, you're like, you know, I'm kind of glad I had that year. You know, it was nice to chill out a little bit more. You know, I'm sure it was difficult for.
Well, if it was so stressful. If there was, you know, maybe a time frame where they said, "Hey, look, we're just gonna shut it down for 3 months, 4 months, whatever," then I think everybody could have relaxed a little bit more.
Right. Not knowing when it was going to open again.
Right.
Is what was so difficult.
People worried about their paychecks, all that stuff. Yeah.
Right. And getting, you know, I'm a DJ and just getting constant text about we have to reschedule, we have to cancel, we have to do this, we have to do that.
Are you blowing up now? The people, because people are having parties. Us at Knockem Dead, we're getting calls. I mean, not all of them are turning into bookings, but we're lining up for the fall. So you're getting that too?
What's happened with the DJ business for me personally is that, it blew up.
Good.
And it's all backyard parties now.
Oh, okay.
And we're not going into catering halls as much as we used
Right.
to. So for me, it's more relaxing. And, you know, you're in a catering hall, it's a 4-hour gig.
Right.
So now in a backyard, you could do like a 4 to 11. You know, like it's just
wow.
Obviously, you get paid by the hour, so you get paid
Sure.
more money. So
Nice.
and the atmosphere is a lot. People are just
are looser.
They want to party, man. You know,
Right.
I've been waiting a year to party, so
Right.
I can't play anything. I can play any song I want, and they're gonna freaking dance. You
Right.
know?
No,
I'm doing
that's
like,
great. That's
yeah,
good.
It's awesome. So
Any song you want, huh?
well, yeah. you
And
go
Agata
from-
Davida.
Well, yeah. People are ready to party, you know. And I tested it with the chicken dance at a 6-year-old birthday party, and they did it.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I do things for myself. I just want to see
Yeah,
these people
who
do the
doesn't like
chicken
a good
dance.
chicken dance?
But I'm always ready to get it off, you know, in case somebody comes up and pissed off. But
Right.
no, and I got the 6-year-olds doing a conga line, man. So you know,
Nice.
Yeah.
it's just looser. It's more fun. You can't do no wrong these days as far as the DJ. I mean,
Right.
People are just so happy to be out of their freaking houses, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and especially, you know, the kids, like they're stuck in a classroom for, you know, 7-8 hours a day with a mask on.
Yeah.
You know, just the idea that they can run and play outside in the backyard without a mask on.
Right.
It's freeing because
Or
their gym
stu-
classes, they have to wear
Right.
the mask too, you know.
Or stuck in their house looking at a screen all day long with the teacher on the other end. So
Right.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
looking to go nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, it's good.
Now, and you're not doing the landscaping anymore, right?
no, I got rid of that.
So this
Yeah.
is good. So
Yeah.
this is supplementing.
It's taken over, and I'm just focusing on. You know, I focus on too many different things, and you promise too many different people, too many different things, and
Yeah.
you can't spread yourself out like that. You know, so.
You're high in demand.
Well, not really. I'm just the main reason is I'm cheap. I charge half the price of everybody else. My wife wants to kick me in the butt. She's like, "You're just as good as them. Why are you charging?" You know, but
You're like low self-esteem. I don't
nah.
know.
Just me personally, I'd rather get a call. I'd rather work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I'm cheap, and because when you're in the loop, you're better. You're a better DJ because you're just doing it constantly. And if I charge this certain price, I know the cutoff. I start charging this price, I'll call you back, and they start looking around and they find, you know.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
now you're working 1 day a weekend instead of 3 days.
That's right.
You could do
Right.
you could do 2 parties on a Saturday. You could do 1 to 5 and then the 7 to 11. You know.
Right.
I'd rather just keep working.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
It's just like being a stand-up comic. The more you do it, the better
Yes.
you are. And with music, it changes constantly.
Oh yeah, you have to keep up on like every
Yeah.
single thing. That I actually never even thought about that.
Yeah,
That's
constantly.
That's really difficult.
Well, with today's music, there's always a top
Yeah.
20 coming out. And
Right.
you have to always be on top of that. So if you don't DJ for a month
Yeah.
and then you go DJ a party, it's
You're like, how
you-
come they're not playing?
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And
yeah.
and you mentioned the chicken dance. Are you an MC too? So you will actually go out there and do the chicken dance to get everybody going?
I only dance if nobody's dancing. But
Really?
I will go out and dance. Yeah, I make an ass out of myself. I'll also sing at karaoke parties. But you know what? My thing is all right, if nobody comes up here and sings, I'm going to sing. And then I suck at singing.
And then they're like, all right, give me the mic.
So I'm like, if nobody comes up here, I'm going to sing another song.
Right.
So
we got to shut this guy up.
we need an icebreaker. So, yeah. So a lot of times I don't have to do anything. I just DJ and I stay out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the most
Those
fun,
are
right?
great
You just,
times,
Just sit
yeah.
back and just
watch
play.
and laugh, man. Like
Right.
this weekend, I can show you pictures. I was getting what did I do Saturday? I did a 4 to 11 on Saturday, and every time I turned around, the host of the party is giving me an ice cold Corona.
Nice.
So I'm like, you better watch out, man. I'm gonna be playing Metallica in about 2 minutes. Don't give me too many Coronas.
Bunch of 12-year-olds dancing to Enter Sandman.
Right. I'm doing a graduation party. And I'm looking at actually I got the top 40 crap playing on autopilot, and I'm listening to Leonard Skinner in my headset.
That's great.
Yeah.
You're like snapping your fingers to the wrong beat.
Yeah, right. They're like, what's this guy listening to?
And then you say to the kids, right, what song is it you want to hear?
Right.
Right.
Freebird.
Yeah, there you go. I knew you'd get that.
Yeah.
I knew Sallie wouldn't get that.
I got it.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Why?
Because I didn't think you'd get it.
I actually had that song on a 45.
Freebird?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
You have to flip it over probably, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I'm talking about the intro.
expression.
What song is it you want to hear? Did you get that?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, see?
I guess not.
The
But
live-
explain it.
Well, that's their live version, which was their classic live version. That's how it starts. The
Yeah.
lead singer says, "What song is it you want to hear?" And that's why Joey said. That's why he said Freebird, because
Yeah.
he knew what I was talking about.
There's another one. Let me see if you get this one.
Okay.
Do you remember Happiness?
Isn't it? Do you remember Laughter?
Oh, you got it. So you got it, man.
A lot of useless info.
Yeah,
okay,
wow.
but that's Zeppelin.
Okay.
Do you remember Laughter? Yeah.
Kirsten's watching. Hello, Kirsten. Johnny Lambros is watching. Any weird white people dancing stories? Says Johnny Lambros.
Well, you mean white?
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
I guess the funniest dance song for a party to watch would be like Twist and Shout, because you get the older crowd coming out and trying to show off a little bit.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great though.
And you'll see them quit right in the middle of the Twist and Shout because they pull something in their back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at a wedding a few years ago. Oh, wow. It's got to be like 10, 15 years ago now. The groom, he was hammered, and his whole family was hammered. He was dancing with his aunt. She was a big lady. And they were, jumping around like white people do.
Yeah.
And she ended up kind of tripping into him, and they both fell. She fell right on top of him, broke his leg.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right there in the middle.
Oh, man.
I was doing this big guy. He was just kind of jumping around and dancing around. And he just kind of fell. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
Yeah, it was and then they had to help him, and yeah, it was crazy.
What, like a stretcher?
No, but just people coming over and trying to get him up.
No,
Yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
yeah, through the tables.
Yeah, you know what happens a lot with parties, like a kid's party, not a kid's party, but like a graduation party or something like that, is that you actually become, because all the parents are over having drinks at the bar and everybody's doing this over here. I'm the only one watching these guys, 18 years old, whatever, or 16 years old, and they're dancing in front of me, and, I'm almost like a bouncer / DJ at that time,
Mm-hmm.
So
Chaperone.
yeah, it's like
too.
the DJ's got it, but I'm like, man, you see some crazy stuff, but and you don't want to snitch on these kids because you ruined their party. But I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, that actually you did that just last week. We did a backyard party, one of our game shows, and it was a 21-year-old birthday. So every time they got a correct answer in our trivia contest, they would drink up, and they would just drink. And then Sallie comes walking over to me at one point. She's whispering. She's like,
that.
"Stop encouraging the drinking." I'm
know.
thinking maybe Mom or Dad may have said something.
Right.
But then Mom comes up to play, and she starts doing it. She gets a correct answer. She yells at everybody, "Drink up!" I'm like, "Oh, okay, so screw it."
No, it's just me. But I just was thinking we were so early in the game show.
yeah.
You're gonna lose them because
Yeah.
they're just gonna be
We were a little more than halfway through.
and we have to stay for a certain amount of time,
Right.
Which is great. We have a great time doing it, but not when all of a sudden they're stupid.
We had, I don't know, maybe
So-
30 minutes, 45 minutes left. We made it work. And they were on the border of getting sloppy by the time we finished.
Because you watch the girls take little sips, you watch the boys like finish a can, and you're like, this is gonna get stupid, really quick.
But when they drink, that's when they tip more.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So now you were. What was going on in the beginning of the quarantine? Was it the quarantine? Were you going around bringing people food?
I was helping out.
Yeah, explain that to me. You were just picking random people? Or
No, it was the
how did this
neighbors,
work?
my mom's neighbors, my mom's friends and stuff like that.
So people a little older.
Yeah.
You just didn't want them going out?
I was going out.
Because they were more at risk, so you were just picking stuff up for them?
Right. I was going out anyway for my family.
Sure.
So I would just check around, see who needs what. And I knew that certain people on my block were like paranoid.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And rightfully so. I mean, they got other health issues to begin with,
Right.
Sure.
So I had no problem going and just.
So you would call them up and say, I'm off to CVS. Do you need anything?
Actually, yeah. Or I drive down the block, and just stop at the house quick and just check on them. See,
Nice.
Yeah, that's
nice the
of
way I was
you.
brought up, man.
You are really
everybody
nice.
else is first, and I'm last. My wife will tell you. She's like, I do everybody else's, like the landscape. I do everybody else's stuff, and my house looks like crap. I put myself last, which is not good, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you poor kids.
Well, we got the. In fact, I have the video set up to show here. You tried to clean the house. No, before that.
This
that
one?
one. Yeah. You're vacuuming and trying to clean the
Oh,
house.
right. Yeah.
Good. You want to show that?
Yeah.
That was during the quarantine.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know if they had a dog at that time. I forget. Maybe
vacuuming.
Sunday.
The couch?
Yeah, well, they were crumbs.
Kids get out. Fucking crumbs from all the bars.
Put my vacuum away. And just be a man already? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What are you doing? What the hell are you watching?
Trying to clean the house. Trying to do the right thing. But she tried to stop vacuuming the couch and be a man. Started to watch sports instead.
Why would
love that video.
yeah, you should bring your wife around because she's funny. I've seen her on like a few videos.
It's funny. I was going to see if she wanted to do a couple of shows with me and stuff like that. She comes down. She does shows.
Yeah.
And
she did one for like Don. I was like, oh my God, she's hilarious.
Which
Don
one?
Sill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The long story short is that, she's just as busy as I am with everything else, and
Sure.
But my way of getting her to come on, I'm like, all right, fine, I'll find another girl to come down, and and she's like, all right, what time is it? What time? I make her feel guilty,
Yeah. Yeah.
But like vacuuming the couch right there, like in my house, and I hate to trash my wife. If she's watching right now, she's gonna probably text me or something.
She's already started. She's just got you're such a dick, and she's ready to go like this as soon as you finish.
Like I'm painting my daughter's bedroom, like I won't even tell her to come in and look because she'll be the one who'll come in and say so I, where the floors are when what you've done wrong and stuff like that.
Right.
And my dad's motto is, like, if you miss a spot or if you got paint on something, like on the ceiling, he'll say, all right, it's there, I know it's there, but nobody else is going to see that, you know? But my wife does. She'll walk in. The room's perfect, man. I spent the whole weekend painting and just making it perfect. And I met one little slip up that I know is there. She'll walk in. She'll say, "Oh," So it's very frustrating. So I don't say a word. We're married 21 years. We got married in 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So we're not divorce fighting, but we fight like everybody else. It's not divorce fighting. It's like, the knives and forks are in the wrong spot. It's that kind of fight.
Right. Yeah.
So I won't empty the dishwasher.
Seat up type fights. Yeah.
Empty the dishwasher, and then you complain where I put stuff. I don't know where everything goes, man. The plastic goes over here, the glasses go over here. But
so she might be watching. You said
she could be. Yeah,
she
is working though.
Be happy that you have a man loading the dishwasher.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah. Like a
Mrs.
like
Petroni,
a
listen to
vacuumer.
me.
That's amazing. That's cool.
Vacuuming in the house. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to vacuum when your kids' eyes start getting teary and they're sneezing and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't vacuumed in a while.
Use them as a gauge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we have a handful of dogs, so I mostly just have hardwood floors because it's just so easy to clean up and
Area rugs,
you know.
right? We have area rugs.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. 4 dogs in the house.
Do you have 4 dogs?
Oh my God.
We got a
We
Shih
didn't.
Tzu. We got
We
one
didn't
dog.
mean to. It's just I have 2 dogs, and my sister moved in with me a few years ago from Georgia, and she's actually a vet tech. She lived down there. For decades she was a dog rescuer, and she would, because has the medical degree, she'd help and find them homes, and she was amazing. But then her husband passed away, and she's like, I want to move back to Long Island. So she moved in with me, but that was my first question. I was like, how many dogs are you bringing with you? Because she has had so many.
Right.
And she's like 2. And they're great.
They are great.
They really,
But
like if
still,
she
4
had to
dogs is a lot.
pick, like picture someone who's around dogs all the time and they pick their 2 favorite. They're the best dogs.
Oh, wow.
So,
All right, so DJ is asking to put the phones on. DJ, Thursday's the day. We'll leave the phone lines open the whole show. Waiting for your call on Thursday. Joan Asher says, thank you, Joey, for helping your neighbors. I wish all neighbors were like you. Do you think it's an age thing? Because it used to be that way.
what do you mean?
Well, when we were kids, all the neighbors,
Yeah.
we were outside more. So whether that's good or bad, it's just a fact. Because now in the technology age, nobody's outside more.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, everybody was outside more. So neighbors looked out for each other more back then.
You knew what your neighbors needed. Is that what you mean? Yeah, like I remember.
You just knew what the situation was in case they needed something.
Right.
You knew to ask, and you know.
Like when I was a teenager, I would shovel my walk, and then I would go do Mrs. Lunt across the
Right.
street because
Yep.
her husband passed away, and I wouldn't even think about it. I would just like do it. Like my parents never said, "Why don't you go help out?" I
Right.
was just like, "Poor lady."
I think that's kind of, from my perspective, that's a rarity nowadays. And maybe you guys will disagree, but that's how I see it.
I feel like Sam's like that. I know I'm always like,
He's
but I
not
feel
though.
like
You guys
he
barely even know
is.
your neighbors.
No, but like as far as like he'll like think about stuff like that. So I have like high hope for him that he'll be that type of guy.
Yeah, but he does that in your house. He knows what the
But
family
he's
member-
just starting
but-
to do that in the house. So I feel like
Right.
it'll
But I'm saying,
grow.
but I'm talking about neighbors, like neighborly.
Watching out for each other.
Yeah, and but a lot of neighbors don't even know each other.
But we don't
anymore,
have any
you know?
like
Really?
we don't have any people that need anything in our house. Like they all the 2 guys across the street have gardeners. Like there's, you know what I mean? There's no.
You don't know. That's my point. You have no idea what they need. In fact, both of those houses, they both had babies. Just had babies the past 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, so they're, if you would know if they're working, and maybe you would check to see if the mother needs anything.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen anymore. Or even just outside. Nobody's outside as much to even just know each other's situation in case when you do go out, you just grab something or like you said, the shovel snow. Like nobody. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, the
I'm
guy
not
across the
explaining it
street
well.
you're right,
used
you're
his
right. People don't know
snowblower to
each-
do our walk, so it is happening.
We just talked about it last week. Remember we had that blackout in, what was it, 2003?
Yeah.
That big blackout?
Yeah, for no reason. The summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody was out for a
Yeah.
few days. I loved it. Because everybody came out. It was too hot to stay in the house.
Right.
Everybody went outside.
Yeah.
Whether they just, they would just go for walks and start talking to the neighbors.
Yep.
I went in my pool. My house at the time, I had a pool. So I went in the pool for like 8 hours. I had a couple of friends stop by so they can cool off. Made breakfast on the barbecue. But then you see your neighbors and you talk to them for a little
Right,
while.
right.
I don't know. That doesn't happen. And this is a rarity.
Well, you're like very weather oriented. Like if it's not 70 degrees, you don't want anything to do with the outdoors. Like you won't sit outside in the summer, but
won't
you will
sit
like
outside,
fall
but-
and spring, you know?
Yeah, but I still go out and I still enjoy talking to the neighbors if they're out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jeff Bosey, I have one neighbor that I can't stand, and when there's a
Heavy snow.
heavy snow, I will remove snow from everybody's house around him
Wow.
as my own personal FU. Wow. Well, I think he's lying. Jeff Bosey leaves his Christmas lights on all year round.
Well, I think that's what the argument is with the neighbor.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
The guy's mad that he doesn't?
Yeah.
Does he keep them lit all year round?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, I think that was fantastic that you were,
So
that you were doing that.
like you said, I think it has a lot to do with being in my neighborhood. I grew up in Levittown, and a couple of seniors on my block when I was growing up, and my mom was the one who would have pushed me to be that way.
Yeah.
Go check on blah, go check on this, go check on that. I was a
Nice.
paper boy, and when I was a paper boy, I knew the elderly ones, and
Yeah, sure.
like
Yeah, you had a different perspective.
Yeah, that's
going
interesting
up
too. I
people's
didn't think about that.
porch.
So I had a Newsday route too, and
Yeah.
I did. I knew everybody's situation, and they
yeah.
and they did ask me to help out. Sometimes I cut
yeah.
some grass.
Do you do this? Do you do this?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
do me
yeah.
a favor? And kind of like that's the way I was brought up. 2 doors down from me was the Johnsons and
the Johnsons.
the Johnsons, and the husband and wife. The wife was a little bit heavy set, and they were probably in their 70s. I wouldn't even know. I was probably like 12 years old. They're probably like in their 70s, and they were living at home. He was slow on his feet. Great couple. And every now and then she'd fall,
Wow.
and he couldn't get her up.
Yeah.
So he'd call my house, and my mom would, send him down,
Send Joey.
And I'd go in there, and after a while, it wasn't even embarrassing for her. They'd be laughing when I walked in.
Right.
And I'd help her get up, and he'd be like, thanks a lot, Bobby, whatever, and then that was it,
That's great.
So
Where in Levittown?
I lived on Radial Lane in Levittown off of Red Maple Drive by the O'Shea Funeral Home.
Oh, so right.
O'Shea Funeral Home on Wanter Avenue.
Oh, down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
By MacArthur High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that happened, and my mom always pushed me to do that. Go check on this one, go check on that one, and I guess even like during the pandemic, I felt like I had to, because it's the way I was brought up. It's just like go check and make sure and blah blah blah.
Wow, that's great, man.
Yeah,
absolutely, that's fantastic.
I have to make sure everybody else is okay, and then I have to check on my family. My family's last. My wife wants to kill me. She's like, you're down the block. You're doing this and you're doing that. Meanwhile, your own son, blah. So.
Yeah, but he's learning from that.
Yeah. It's amazing because he is.
Yeah.
He's taken after me. I've noticed that.
How old is he?
He's 18.
Okay.
He's working 2 jobs and going to college.
Wow,
And
nice.
he doesn't sit. He's working right now. He gets up he's 10 o'clock. He works.
That's great.
So, yeah, he's following his dad's footsteps.
Good for him.
Yeah.
What? Where does he go to school?
He's going to Nassau.
Oh, okay.
He's 1 year in Nassau already. He's going
Yeah.
back to Nassau this year. And then after that, I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah,
as
I'm in
far
the
as-
same boat. Sam graduates this semester coming up
Okay.
from Nassau, so he has to figure out what he's doing.
After that.
Wow, that's great.
He's got a girlfriend that's going, I'm not even sure what college she's going to. It's upstate somewhere. She goes away in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's the motivation for everything, though. That's why he's working 2 jobs, because he's got to, take her out to dinner. He's got to
Yeah.
do the right thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's
And soup up his car.
That's it.
He gets car parts on Amazon all the time. Like, what the hell's that? He's changing this and changing that. I wouldn't attempt to do half the stuff he does to his car.
I wouldn't attempt any
He
of
takes
it.
he got some kind of filter. He takes his entire dashboard off inside his car. And he's changing like an air filter. That's.
Wow.
I'd rather drive around with a dirty air filter
Yeah.
than spend the entire day changing it. But he's.
That's great.
He learns all this stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
He learns how to do it on YouTube, and he does it perfectly.
That's
Yeah.
incredible to me.
Changes taillights.
Sally's youngest does that with computers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He builds computers. He figures out like all the codes, and
Right.
it's amazing to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And he just said that the other day about something. What was it? He said, why don't you just watch how to do this on YouTube?
Yeah.
And I guess we're too old. I never think to do
Because
that.
he was irritated, and even it was like a few years ago, because they make you take home ec.
In school.
Yeah, and he was like fine with it. It's not like he's like, oh, I don't want to learn how to cook or sew. It wasn't like that. It was like, what a waste of a semester. I could be taking this, or that.
Right.
And I was like, no, it's really good. You like learn how to do He's like, I could learn everything she's going to teach me in about 4 hours on YouTube.
Right.
And then I could take the class that I want.
Right.
So I felt bad for him. Like, go sew.
Yeah, that's true.
Just shut up and go to school.
What's
What's
going
wrong?
on back there? What's with the flowers? Where'd they come from?
Oh, we had a matchmaker, the Long Island matchmaker on last night.
Oh, on Steve Squared? And she brought flowers?
No, the Steves brought flowers.
She matched them up with each other and they gave each other flowers?
No, he just brought a bunch of flowers to put down, and then they were left over, so I stuck them
Oh, he
up there.
created an atmosphere.
Yeah.
Did he have candles and music?
No, but he did have a hat on that said love.
He did, really?
Yep, and then the...
Kaminsky?
Yeah, and then the lady wanted to buy it from him because she liked it so much.
Did he sell it?
I don't know. I was doing other stuff.
Wow.
I was setting up for the next show.
Matchmakers. Matchmakers?
Yeah, Long Island Matchmakers. It's like a high-end thing, you know? It's really kind of serious thing. They take a lot of information, and then she matches you up with another one of her clients.
Compared to when we were younger and we just go to a bar and look around and go, maybe that one. And then find out no match.
Yeah, man. Right? Did you cruise the Pike?
Yes.
Absolutely.
From Burger King to what? Uncle Sam's, right?
That's exactly it. We used to go down we used to turn around by Wanto Parkway and then just come back, right? Back and forth all night long.
Yep. And you see a girl. Matchmakers was like, she honked at me, man. That's my matchmakers, right?
Honest to God.
Yeah.
My first wife, that's how I met her.
Really?
I swear to God. Cruising the Pike. I'm embarrassed to admit
You
that.
should be
but
really embarrassed to admit
back then,
that.
girls didn't look at you for how you looked. They look at, he's got a nice fucking car, man. Look at that car. It didn't matter how you looked or how you acted. He's got a pretty decent car.
Yeah,
I had a van with a bed in the back. That was my van.
I had a vet.
Did you?
A Chevette scooter.
Oh, wow. Yeah. The little Chevettes, the horns like, meep, meep, meep.
That's the one.
Yeah.
My buddy, and then to make it worse, my best friend, Joe Murphy, he had one too. And his was even worse shaped than mine. His was like the Flintstones, had no floor.
Oh, wow.
We had to like
Yeah.
rub our feet on the pavement to stop the car. It was awful.
They were good on gas, though, right?
Oh, yeah. They're really good. They were
4-cylinder or something, right?
Yeah. They were little nothing cars. But
My mom had one of those.
my mother had a Nova, so we used to take her car and cruise the Pike.
We're going to get girls in the Nova.
Well, yeah, the Novas were a cool car.
My dad had that station wagon where the two seats face the back.
Yes.
So you're sitting back there waving to the guys behind you, right?
Yeah.
My dad be driving, all of a sudden the car pulls up next to my dad, and the guy's yelling at him. He's like, "What are you kids doing back there?" You know?
Right, because then you wave, but then you got to think of something else to do.
We're doing
right?
puppet shows, you know. We duck down, we're doing puppets, you know. Always entertaining people, man.
That's great. So, were you doing any comedy? Were you doing any Zoom stuff? Were you?
Well, you know, with the DJing and stuff like that, I'm always doing comedy. You know, but I ask before time. You know, I don't just spring it on them. You know,
Right.
So if it's someone's birthday party, you know, you ask a few things about if he's a Ranger fan, he's a Yankee fan, blah, blah, and you write something up during dinner. You come out and you do. You know, I come out, you know, as in character. When I'm DJing, most of the time my hair's in a ponytail. I'm wearing like a tuxedo or something.
Right.
But then during dinner, what I'll do is I'll take my wireless mic and I'll come in the opposite door.
Oh, really?
And it doesn't dawn on them that I'm the DJ till like my fourth joke. So I'll walk in saying, "Who hired this DJ, man? He sucks," you know. And I'll rip apart the DJ, and all of a sudden they realize he's the DJ.
That's how you engage how many drinks they've had.
Yeah,
right.
Wait a minute, that's the DJ. So
They're all defending you. No, he's a great DJ.
yeah, so I do stand up, you know, like that kind of, and you know, like this Friday I'm going to be working at a camp from 12 to 2 up on the North Shore, and I'll be doing the ventriloquist puppet.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of between 14 and 16 or something like that,
Right,
and their
right.
parents. Mm-hmm. So I think my act this Friday will be probably having us both in masks, me and the puppet, you know.
That's funny.
Because we're coming to that point now anyway.
Right.
I think I actually
Yes.
have to wear a mask Friday. I think they were asking.
Wow.
So,
yeah, it seems like we're heading back that way, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
You got to follow the rules, man. You know what's funny? I sat down here. I took out my wallet, my phone, right? My glasses. These are.
You
my
got a lot
keys.
going on here.
No, I took this out, and then I took this out of my pocket. I'm like, times have changed, man. I'm actually. It's weird. I don't leave the house without. and
Oh,
I'm not a
really? You
germaphobe.
carry that around?
Well, I'm not a germaphobe. I just, for some reason, you know.
I've kind of backed
Welcome
off
to
a
the
little
sign
bit.
of the times.
At first we were really careful, and then you realize you think to yourself, "Wow, I'm not careful enough at all." Because we have friends of ours who, they, you know, early on they would go shopping, they would bring all the all the food and lay them out. They would spray the food before they brought them
I
into
did
the
that.
house.
I was doing that.
Like
Yeah?
we didn't do
Yeah.
that, and then we found out, and we never did. But
Yeah.
like for like a month after COVID hit hard,
Yeah.
we found out that that's what they were doing, and other people were doing. We're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
we're goners. We
Yeah.
haven't done like
Yeah.
any of the stuff.
I was.
We're like,
I was crazy.
yeah.
My neighbor would be outside going, "Just bring the food in the fucking house."
Oh, really?
You know, because I'd be out in front of my garage door spraying everything. Would you come on, man? If you get it, you get it. You know, like, but Me personally, I think I'm pretty sure I went through my family in February before we shut down.
That's
what
like
happened to
us.
Sallie,
Yeah,
We all had-
I got it before I even knew what it was.
Right. So that was February before.
And my
It
son
was around.
did, and
yeah. I believe it went through our house.
And what'd you think at the time? Like, wow, this is just a horrible flu.
Well, I never called in sick at work ever, and I called in sick 2 days.
Yeah.
And
it just knocks you out.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
and I remember I had like a low grade fever for a long time, and
Right.
like, unless you're 8 years old or younger, who has fevers? You know, like
Right.
I hadn't had one for such a long time that I was
Right.
like, what is this
Yep.
thing? And then it came out, and I was like, oh.
The thing is for me personally and for my family, thank God, knock on wood, it wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to ever mock or make fun of
Sure.
COVID because we've lost people. And
Of course.
Wow,
I'll
absolutely.
never. It hits people differently. You know,
Sure.
right? We just have to
Right.
count your blessings. How you know.
Right.
you
Yeah.
survive
Right.
it,
Like
you
you
know.
said, it wasn't that bad, but
Right.
you're a young guy, you're healthy, and
Right.
then unfortunately, people like you said, the seniors who were worried about going out because at the time that's it was that population. They're saying got to be really careful.
And
Right.
even like, people our age, the show that we have on Domestic Disturbance, we have Tim Saliani, Carla Okerson,
Okay.
and Mike Keegan.
Yeah.
And in that February month, I'm like sitting here engineering, and Mike's like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go get checked out because I think I have pneumonia. And Carla had already. She's like, I don't have. I can't the taste. I've lost like the. And then Tim, and then it all like came out what it all
Right.
was. And then Tim got it, and Tim had to be hospitalized
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
like blood clots and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
So like even out of they all had it. They all got it from
Differently,
each other, but they all had different things going on
Right.
with it. It was a strange thing.
Right.
Jeff Bosey says Joey is a very awesome dude. I even loved the video during COVID when he was driving around in his van and delivering. Thanks for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those videos too.
Yeah, that's what it made me ask because I was curious what that was. 'Cause that's what the videos were, delivering the
Just
food.
when I went to the store, I just I'd come back with maybe 5 or 6 different houses I'd stop at and drop stuff off.
Now, what happened if they? Did you make sure they paid you back before you'd be like, I got the goods, but you better pay up, fucker.
It's funny. Like I wasn't doing any of this stuff for money.
just
No, I'm saying I wasn't doing any of this stuff for money. But like I said,
No, I mean just to reimburse you is what I meant.
Yeah, well, what was happening, and and it was defeating the purpose. It was like I would go out and just say I was getting eggs, milk, bleach, whatever. Like
Yeah.
and say their bill was like $12. They'd give me 20. I'm like, no, I don't need the $8. It's
Right.
Yeah,
like just
but it makes them feel better.
Yeah,
just sometimes you just have to, say thank
But I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'd rather take 10 than 20.
Yeah, I'm not
Right.
I'm not doing it
Keep
for
the $2.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Because like, I'm paying this guy to do. Well, that wasn't the purpose of what I was doing. I was
Right,
just trying to.
right.
But
just do
they
the right
know
thing.
that. They just wanted to feel good about it because they
Right.
couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like, what a gift. It was a
Right.
big gift.
We got to move. We got to be Joey's neighbor.
Yeah.
Well, almost. We live in the same town.
Well,
I didn't know that you
You're,
lived
no,
there.
you're out east now, aren't you?
No, I'm in Massapequa
Oh,
Park.
you are in
Yeah,
Massapequa Park.
yeah.
Why for some reason I knew your kids were Massapequa Park.
Right.
For some reason I thought you were out east. I don't know why I thought that.
Well, I was
Sorry.
working out east. I was doing because I got banned from landscaping in Nassau County, so I was working out in Smithtown. So
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
yeah, but I got rid of that. But
Right.
in my neighborhood now, I don't know about you guys, but the older folks are starting to slowly move out, and we're having younger people move in, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So like this year, we're gonna have a block party for the first time in a
With
while
all new people.
because the new people planned it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we've been in our house for 7 years.
You've been there 7 years.
And the block has now we're like the old people there. Like
Well, yeah,
it
you're-
has,
section
it has
of the
it
block,
really
yeah.
is. Like
Yeah.
when we first moved in there, people were like, why have you been here for
Yeah.
30 years?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like there was a lady, there was a couple across the street, and they were so old
Right.
that they couldn't even get upstairs anymore. Like that's how old they were.
Right.
Like when they did have to go upstairs, they had to like crawl up it, like that type of thing. And then finally, the kids came in and took them, and I'm not sure if that was 7 years ago. I don't know that they were really old then.
If they checked
But
out.
so all the houses have been replaced with
Younger people.
yeah.
Yeah. And you don't realize you're getting old until the younger people move in.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like, that guy pulled a wagon past my house 20 times. It's like, how does he have the energy to walk all those kids around? But
So, all right. So it's Tuesday trivia,
Yeah, we should do
which
Tuesday
I have to
trivia.
get to in a second. But I have just some other videos.
Yeah, what do you got? How many
so
did you have?
There's a total of 4. He showed one so far.
Okay.
Now this other video, I don't know if you guys
This
saw
one?
this. I just thought it was funny. It's quick. Did you see this? It just came out on the news with these 2 deers fighting. Did anybody see
No.
this?
Oh, really? Okay.
So
Oh, sorry.
That's
I
all
hit
right.
it already.
it's all right. Well, I don't. You know what? I'll pick it up on here so Joey can see it. It's like they're dancing instead of. It's like they're dancing instead of fighting. Oops. All right, so I'll leave this here. Like it'll come up in a sec. Oh, yeah, here it comes.
It's so funny. Like I've seen stuff like that, but not that long.
So the deers.
those are deers.
Yeah,
Wow.
and look, they're just instead of like they're not even making contact. They're like synchronized. It's just going back like that. There's something about it just made me laugh.
It looks fake.
And then they eventually start to fight. So yeah, I thought it was hilarious. So that's that. The next video is actually one of Joey's. It's the black cat at the Jet game.
All right.
What do you call? You had a name for him?
Oh, I forget.
Jack or something? No.
Jack the Black Cat.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
What was he up in the stands or something?
There was a black cat loose on the loose at what was it, MetLife Stadium?
On the grass or in the stands?
He ran on the field like the game before us.
But right. But then you made a video of you
Right.
with a doll,
Right, right,
and
right,
you went
right.
out and bought him a jersey.
Right.
That's what the video is.
And a lot of people in the bar. A lot of people in the bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're good for that.
But then he goes out. He goes to the souvenir shop and buys a jersey.
All right. Yeah.
Who's the
My good friend Mike.
This is why I wanted to show some of his videos. Your videos are hysterical. They're quick and they're simple and they're just funny like that.
That's so funny.
I gotta tell you, like these videos, they're awesome. I put the time and energy. My biggest fan is my mom.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, and half the stuff I do is I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Just to make her laugh.
Yeah, because I got a video camera in like the 80s.
Right.
And from back then till now, it just through video, I love making people laugh, you know.
Yeah.
And the best place to find your videos, YouTube or
YouTube, yeah, it's all over YouTube.
Joey Petroni. Just go to type in Joey Petroni on YouTube.
Whenever I get an idea,
So
you know, I try to get it on film. You know.
So speaking of cats, the last video that I loaded up is yesterday's Yankee game. Now I know you're a big Met guy like I am.
Yeah.
But did you see this from yesterday's Yankee game?
No.
A cat.
Really, a cat?
A cat ran onto the field. It took these guys like 3 minutes to catch this damn thing.
Really?
It was.
I'm
It's so
surprised
funny.
They got it in 3 minutes.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
usually they get them quicker. And then there's that classic clip, which I'm sure you've seen from the Met. I don't think it was a Met game. I forget what game it was, where the groundskeeper gets it, and while he's holding it, the cat starts biting into his.
No.
Oh yeah,
I
this
never
is
saw that.
like from the 80s.
Really?
Or something. Yeah, but yeah, so it's a little bit delayed. So you'll see it in a second. But yeah, this makes it onto the field at the Yankee game, and it took them forever to grab this thing.
Well, this could be
It's so freaking funny.
Michael, go down there and catch that.
Yeah, he's flying, but then he's trying so hard to get out of there. It'll come up there.
Person would open the door there. He might.
What they should have done, just open up that bullpen door. I don't know why they didn't do that. Eventually they
Now,
do.
we
open
usually
the door,
don't
but
show
yes,
when
yeah.
somebody gets loose on the field, but this time we're making an
This is
exception.
yesterday?
This is yesterday's Yankee game, yeah,
For the cat lovers out there.
which I believe was at the stadium, right? Is that? I think that's Yankee Stadium.
Nice. Good
So
hops.
funny.
Very athletic, huh? Yeah.
Oh, Yankees were getting their butts
Must be
kicked.
so
7-1.
frightened right now. Scared. I mean, is anybody thinking about maybe going on the field and getting the cat? I don't know, but
Finally, they come running out, right?
no chance.
We're watching it finally. Like, oh, yeah,
That's
get that.
right. Well, even what's his name, Michael Kay, even says, "Is anybody good at
Right.
with this
Actually
cat?"
picked up the little kitten and
Like
the
I just
kitten
go away
bit
and
him.
it's over.
And
Yeah.
he ended up dropping him again.
And he takes off. Shoom.
I think that cat is going to be exhausted. Ouch.
Just open the door. What are they doing? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, pretty good jump though, huh?
Oh yeah, and he's jumping all over.
Yeah, wow.
Can't make this up. There you go.
Hey.
1 and 2.
It was a comedy act, man.
Well, they're
It
afraid
was
to get
so-
scratched too, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Players cracking up. And I believe it's on. This is on a delay, but I believe it's here. They finally open the door and off he goes. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay.
I just thought that was hilarious. That was a nice little comedy show.
That is very funny.
All right, so it is Tuesday. What we do on Tuesdays, we play Tuesday trivia.
Okay.
So here's how this works, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are new to this, Tuesday trivia. What happens is Sally and I we grab a bunch of trivia questions, just random trivia questions, and we're going to ask you guys these questions. Sally and I take turns. Sally and I do not know each other's questions, so we're going to ask the questions. We try to stump each other. We're going to try and stump Joey. You're going to try and stump you guys. We're going to ask the questions. We do not give the answers out yet. We wait for you guys to hit us up with your answers. So please, below us, I believe it's below us or next to us, however you're watching this, in the comments below, please put your answers. After we ask all the questions, we go back to the beginning, read all the questions, read your answers, hear what Joey's answers are, and then we make fun of you for all your wrong answers, and we give the real answer. There's no prize, there's no nothing. It's just for fun and for bragging rights. Adam Snare, more entertaining than watching baseball on TV. Andy Plagianos, there he is, been on the website so I can do stuff on my phone. All right, good to know. All right. So, yeah, we take turns asking questions. We all answer these questions. You guys answer them, and then we'll go over them at the end. All right, Sally, question number 1.
Who is Marvin Lee Aday?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, okay.
That's Meatloaf.
Is it really?
Yep, that's his real name.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So you're just agreeing, or do you have a different answer?
No, I never even heard that before.
Okay. All right, so I'll give you credit then. I'll just say you said it too.
I think Meatloaf sounds cooler.
Yes, absolutely. All right, my question I think is easy. Depends on how old you are. In the Flintstones, what order did Fred and Barney belong to? Like a Knights of Columbus type thing? Like, what was the name of it? You did watch the Flintstones.
Well,
right?
it was the Grand Poobah.
Right, the Grand Poobah of what?
The Buffalo something or other. What was it?
Sally says the Buffaloes?
No, I'm not done.
Something to do with dinosaurs, probably.
Come on, you don't know this?
Rhinos, something, I don't know.
How old are you?
53.
You're 50. Wow, I thought you were younger than me.
No.
I'm 51. Wow. So you should know a Flintstones question.
No.
No?
I know Kazoo.
The Great Kazoo. That's right. Who was the voice?
Oh, man, I knew.
Little bonus question.
Oh.
You know that? Who did the voice for the Great Kazoo?
No.
Oh, man.
I did know that. I forget.
It's Harvey Korman.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Of Cal Burnett. All right. You got an answer with this?
No.
You just sticking with the Buffaloes?
It's making me mad. It's like one of those things that I'll be driving in the car and I'll like remember.
Sticking with the Buffaloes. All right. Next question.
Okay. What is an octothorpe?
Octothorpe?
Octothorpe.
Something to do with singing or octo,
Oh, okay.
maybe.
I was thinking the number, right? Octagon. That's what, 6? Octothorpe.
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 What is it?
Octothorpe.
It's very common. It's just no one uses that terminology.
It's a common thing that we use.
Mm-hmm.
A Q-tip.
Ooh. All right.
I don't know.
That's a good guess. Joey says Q-tip. I'm going with Octothorpe. I'm going with the spider dildo because it because it has the six
Octo.
little-
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going with the dildo. Octo is 8?
Isn't Hecto 6?
Octo.
Oh, you might be right. I don't know. That's why I ask Flintstones questions. I don't know smart stuff. What character made his debut in the silent film Plane Crazy? Plane. Plane Crazy in 1928. What character made his debut in the 1928 silent film Plane Crazy?
I can't even wing this one. I never heard of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a famous character that's still very well known today.
Alive?
All right, I'll give you a little hint, and I'm probably going to give it away, but it's a cartoon character.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone that route.
SpongeBob?
Joey says SpongeBob.
It's probably Bart Simpson.
1928.
Oh. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
Joey says Mickey.
In a cartoon?
Yeah.
Popeye.
All right. Okay. Next question.
How many bones are in the hand? And this includes the wrist.
Bones?
Yeah, so not the forearm bones, but your wrist down. How many bones are in a hand?
I know a lot.
There's a lot.
I'll just take a guess. 102.
Not that much.
Well, both hands and...
In one hand?
Yeah.
Just one hand.
Oh, then half that.
All right.
61. Whatever. 51.
51. I'm going to... I was actually thinking around 50 myself. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to agree with Joey. 51. Okay. Next question. Tom Whitaker was the first man to climb Mount Everest in what circumstances? Tom Whitaker was the first man to climb Mount Everest in what circumstances?
What reason did he climb it?
Not the reason, but just what excuse me, what was going on
that he climbed.
What did he have? Something he had to deal with when climbing Mount Everest.
What was his name
What
again?
do you mean?
Tom Whitaker.
What do you mean? Something he had to deal with, like he was being chased by a bear or something, and that's why he
That could be
went
your
up the
guess.
mountain?
It could be a lot of different things.
Oh, it was during war, and he had to climb over a mountain.
Was it recent?
You know what? I don't know. I don't have that. I don't have what year.
Maybe he was doing it to raise money to create awareness for something like that.
These are tough today.
Yeah.
Come on, I asked cartoon questions. What are you going with?
Oh, read the question again.
Tom Whitaker was the first man to climb Mount Everest in what circumstances?
So he's the first person ever to climb?
No.
Oh.
Why did he climb it?
He was the first one to climb it with this particular thing going on for him.
Blind.
Charlie says blind.
And he was really just trying to get to the store.
Yeah.
Took a wrong turn and had to go up a
Too
mountain.
bad he wasn't neighbors with Joey. Just could have called him up.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
As of today, how old is Dick Van Dyke?
97.
I'm going to say 93, but I think Joey's right. Okay. What did Michael Jackson say instead of I do when he married Lisa Marie Presley?
I will.
Sally says, I will.
I know what he said when they broke up.
What did he say?
Beat it.
That's very funny.
Because he's bad.
Yeah.
What did Michael Jackson say instead of I do when he married Lisa Marie Presley?
I love you.
Nice.
Norm Peterson's professions on Cheers. Any of them will count.
Good question.
What were any of his professions?
Right, because that wasn't it the running joke. He was always getting a new job. Like he didn't last in anything.
Kind of.
Oh wow, good question.
It wasn't like every week or something, but there's a handful of professions that because Cliff was always the mailman.
Right. Oh goodness.
Any'll work.
An accountant? Not a landscaper.
We're just gonna go with anything that involves sitting down.
Right.
Teacher. Accountant. Teacher.
Maybe like a taxi driver? I don't know. Driver?
Driver. All right, going with that. That's a collective answer. Accountant, teacher, and driver. That's what we're going with.
Okay.
They're probably all wrong. All right, a music question. There are 3 Gershwin songs that contain the phrase, "Who could ask for anything more?" Name two of them.
I can't even do one.
3 Gershwin songs that contain the phrase, "Who could ask for anything more?"
And what did he do? He wrote
He wrote musicals.
musicals for South Pacific or something, like that type of thing. What musicals did he write?
I don't know if that's his or not.
Yeah, but something like that.
Well, he just wrote music. I think he wrote songs and musicals. I think. I don't know.
But this question's for a musical.
Songs, whether they're from a musical or just songs, anything. There's 3 songs of his that contain that phrase. Who could ask for anything more?
I do not know.
I know the phrase. Yeah, I know the phrase, but I can't.
Can you hear you hear it in your head?
Ask for anything more.
What song is that from?
Was it a commercial at one point? Maybe I don't know.
I'm sure it was used in a commercial at some point, but nobody can give me at least one.
Nope.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. So we're on number 6. Number 6 is the racy question. Like the last one is has to be a little on the racy side.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. So, which U.S. president was known to have the largest dick?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's out there.
Really? That information's out there?
Yeah, and the person wasn't very shy about it either.
I would say Dick Nixon. Richard Nixon.
All right. Joey says Nixon. And the person wasn't shy about it, you say?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Kennedy because he was a player.
Well, if he wasn't shy about it, you got Bill Clinton, too. Don't forget.
No, that's
true. He's not a shy guy. I don't know.
But that's weird to me that information's even out there.
Yeah.
Like all the presidents, like their measurements are all available?
Well, I don't know about measurements, but that's what they're known for. Like Milton Berle is known for that.
Oh, true. Yeah, he was known to have a big one. Yeah. Did you ever hear that? Milton Berle was known to have a big dick. Yeah. All right. So the last question. Here we go. An ochlophiliac. OCHLO An ochlophiliac gets sexually aroused from being in what?
Being in something?
Being in something. Multiple choice question. Is it crowds? Is it planes? Is it the beach? Or is it being in a historical place? An ochlophiliac gets sexually aroused from being in what? Crowds, planes, the beach, or a historical place?
I would say planes.
Joey says planes.
I'm going to go with crowds.
Sallie says crowds. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I am now scrolling back to see what your answers are because we're going to go back to the beginning and see how much we can make fun of you. Let's see.
So who is Marvin Lee Aday? And it actually also, after that, he went with Michael Lee Aday after that. but it is Meatloaf. And I looked up why he went with Meatloaf, and
His father used to call him that.
it was a coach. It was a high school coach. He
it was
played
a
football, and he said that he's just way too overweight and changed his name to Meatloaf.
Really?
But then the name stuck, right? Like everybody started calling him that after a
Yeah.
while, I believe. Yeah. Well, he was a big boy, man. Nikki Miller. Hello, Nikki. She says hi to everybody. Hello, Nikki. Marvin the Martian's real name. Nikki says hi, Joey. Elizabeth got it right. She said Meatloaf. Beansy got it right. Nikki Miller says she knows nothing. Okay. All right. So next question. In the Flintstones, what order did Fred and Barney belong to? Sallie said the Buffaloes. Andy Plagano says Nambla. Elizabeth Batapede says Water Buffalo. Adam Snare says Water Buffalo. Beansy says the McRib Club. Kirsten says Water Buffalo. So you were right. You were close.
Yeah,
we'll give you credit.
Yeah.
You said Buffaloes, and I was pulling for you. I was hoping you'd come up with water.
Yeah.
But good enough. You
You
get
know
credit.
what was bothering me is that
No.
just as being a critic, why did they go with that? Like, why didn't they go with what Joey was saying, like some type of dinosaur? Why would they pick something that
Well,
was
a water buffalo wasn't a water buffalo around in those times?
no a mammoth was
Mm.
around. That's the closest to a bison, and a buffalo is just a made up name from Hollywood, like they're bison.
You want to file a complaint with the Flintstones
Yeah, now I feel like I have to
Corporation?
write a letter.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay. What is an octothorpe? I wonder if anyone got it.
Octothorpe.
Nikki says something with 8 legs. Joan says it's the pound sign. What's now known as the hashtag. It's the number sign.
Yep, that's it.
Really, that is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the hashtag
Pagano
sign.
said it's an 8, blah, blah, blah. Elizabeth said 8 something. Joe Beansy said a stop sign. Yeah, so we were completely wrong. Yeah, Joey said a Q-tip. I said a dildo.
Which are just one.
Well, yeah, but I said the spider dildo because the spider dildo has arms, and so
But that's not my number 6.
I know I had
question,
6 mixed up with 8. Sorry.
No, my racy question. I would have saved that for a racy question.
Oh,
but
that's
yeah,
true.
We say hashtag all the time, and the pound we used to use before.
So the pound sign on the phone is actually known
Octothorpe.
now. The hashtag itself is an octothorpe, or the button on the phone is the octothorpe. So it's the symbol.
It's
right.
the symbol.
So yeah, we call it hashtag.
Yeah,
now,
because
but
it's just they it's 8. 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So instead of hashtag comedy, we should be saying octothorpe comedy.
Octothorpe comedy.
Yeah, we're gonna do that from now on.
Yeah. All right.
Which character made his debut in the silent film Plain Crazy, 1928? Joey said Mickey Mouse. Sallie said Popeye. Plagano said Bugs Bunny. Nikki says Charlie Chaplin. Nikki then changed her answer to Mickey. Good idea, since I said it was a cartoon character.
Well, yeah, Charlie Chaplin is the only one I know that does silent movies or something. So I just thought,
Come on, Buster Keaton?
yeah, I just didn't know anyone off the top of my head.
Elizabeth said Mickey Mouse. Beansy said Mr. Magoo. Kirsten said Mickey Mouse. For those of you who said Mickey Mouse, you are correct.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Wow. Good job.
Although Popeye's a good answer, too. Popeye was running around the same time.
Yeah.
He made his debut in a Betty Boop. I was going to say, who's the little slut? Betty Boop. He made his debut in a Betty
Who's
Boop
that
cartoon.
little cartoon slut?
Next question.
How many bones are in one hand? This includes the wrist.
Joey and I both agreed that it's 51. Joan Asher says 27. Nikki says 30. Elizabeth says 50. Andy Plagano says 35. Johnny Lambros agreed with us that it's 51. Beansy said 58.
So
And then Kirsten said 23.
Joan's correct. 27. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Joan,
so,
how did you know? Oh, was Joan a nurse?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So 19 of them are the fingers.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like each one is like 1, 2, 3, 4, except for the thumb that's 3, and then 8 of them are just 8 little bones right here. So it's like these little bones and your wrist, and then these are 1234, 1234. Yeah, interesting. Well, I thought
So
that
it's
was a
not-
lot for
it's-
just this like little
how ma-
area.
how
Not
many?
100.
27 total.
So instead of a high 5, it's a high 27.
Yeah,
Exactly.
high 27.
So yeah, we're renaming everything. It's Dr. Thorpe instead of hashtag, and it's high 27
High
instead of high
27.
5.
Give me a high 27. That's great. We should make that stick. That's funny.
That's not bad, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Tom Whitaker was the first man to climb Mount Everest in what circumstances? Joey said it was awareness for like a charity or something. Sallie said he was blind. Nikki says survival. Andy said he was being chased. Joan Asher says running from his wife. Johnny Lambro says he was disabled. Elizabeth said he was a fugitive. Andy said he climbed in snow.
Who said he was a fugitive?
Elizabeth. Beansy said he was running from his hamster. Johnny Lambros said he went to see Johnny Lambros in the little room Saturday and wound up losing brain cells. Horribly worded question. Why? He's saying
Yeah, because it's
Everest.
like,
It's
what
not
do you
Mount
mean?
Everest.
No, just
What's the
for
difference?
What's the reason why he did it?
No,
like
but
I
he's-
guess I'm curious what the answer is.
He's
and
saying
then-
I should have said Everest and not Mount Everest. Plagano said he wouldn't ask questions. He just got lost. Johnny Lambros came the closest. Johnny Lambros said he was disabled. He was the first person to climb Everest with only one leg.
Oh wow, you'd think I would have got that.
Well, you got it from him after to celebrate.
Mm-hmm. You're a dick. How old is Dick Van Dyke?
Joey said 97. I said 93. Plagano said 94. Jones says 98. Nobody else bothered to answer that question. There. Elizabeth said 92. Sorry, they're coming a little out of order here. So basically, we all just covered the 90s.
Yeah, well, you two were kind of the close because it's 95. Like you went a little high, you went a little low. 95.
Well, yeah, but Plagano's got closer to me then. He went 94. He's only 90. He's 95.
Yeah, and I think his birthday's in January or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and Betty White's what, 99?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Okay. What did Michael Jackson say instead of I do? You know what I should have said? What did Michael Jackson say instead of I do when he married Lisa Marie Presley? Sallie said that Michael said, I will. Joey's answer is, I love you. Jones said his answer was, what am I doing with a woman? Elizabeth said his answer was, I'm bad, I'm bad. Plagano said his answer was, hee hee. Let's see what else. Oh, Kirsten said, did I read that already? Said 99. All right, so.
And Kirsten said, I'm not a child molester.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see that. Where?
Bottom.
Oh, I see it. Got it. His answer was, why not?
Really?
That's what he said. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, I would.
Nothing else better going
How do
on.
you not know right then and there?
Well, I wonder if he was just looking at dollar signs. For an answer like that, my guess that he's looking, I get the Presley estate. Maybe, I don't know. But that was his answer.
All right.
He's looking for somebody to give him a reason why not to do it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right, he looked at the audience. Why not?
Give me an
Anybody?
Can anyone help me?
Where's the president with the big dick?
Norm Peterson's professions were.
Joey and I said accountant, teacher, and driver. Joan says postman. Beansy says bartender. Nikki says postman. Adam says accountant. Elizabeth says postal worker. Adam says, now Adam's yelling at everybody. He said, Cliff was the postal worker. Plagano says ditch digger. Kirsten said painter. I think that's it.
So Kirsten and you guys nailed it. The one that he's mainly known for is being an accountant.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And then he was a painter and decorator. At one point he said, I'm a barfly. And then he also was a beer taster. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, like
Tester.
officially. Yeah,
Wow.
like a tester. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so we got one out of... That's right.
Yeah, you got the main one.
Accountant.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, what 3 Gershwin songs contain the phrase, who could ask for anything more? I don't know. So, why are some people saying Toyota commercial?
I thought I heard it on a commercial somewhere.
Oh, is that what they're saying? It was
Yeah.
just part of a commercial. Oh, okay. Joan says, I got rhythm. Elizabeth says, all right. So Elizabeth said, I like music, and then she corrected herself with, I got rhythm.
Yeah.
WAP? Oh, that's the next question, I think. All right, so nobody else really bothered to answer that one. Okay, so, yeah. I Got Rhythm is one. Nice Work If You Can Get It. And I'm About to Become a Mother is the last song. Now, the first 2 I know, but in fact, that's what you were singing, Joey. I Got Rhythm was the song you were singing.
Oh, okay.
Then Nice Work If You Can Get It, but I'm About to Become a Mother. I never heard that song.
Yeah. Okay, mine.
Yours.
Which U.S. president had or has the biggest dick?
Oh, I got it now. Andy Plajanos was saying White Ass Pussy. That song, White Ass Pussy, was who could ask for anything more. Got it. Sorry. I should have got that, Andy. That was funny, and I blew it. All right. Johnny Lambro said Obama. Joey says Nixon. I said Kennedy. Nikki said Kennedy. Beansy said Kennedy. Plajanos said Lyndon Johnson. Elizabeth says Obama. Plajanos, Johnson used to whip it out. Kirsten said Kennedy. What do you got?
What was so funny about Lyndon Johnson?
Johnson. Oh, is he the answer?
Mm-hmm.
And is that true? Then Pajano said he used to whip it out.
Yeah,
that's
like
funny,
in
but
meetings and
it's
stuff.
True?
Like,
What?
yeah, it wasn't known throughout America, but like people that knew him, he'd be like quick to like pull it out.
Wait, but did you just say a meeting? Like he'd be in a meeting in the Oval Office and he just...
Yeah.
To do what?
To shut everybody else up.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like, shut up, I got this. Or,
He was really proud of it.
Or was he a pervert? Be like, hey, lady, come over here.
He was kind of proud of it.
Was,
No, I don't think he was like...
did he Me Too a bunch of people? Or
I didn't read that. I just read that it, was like a prop of some sort.
And how big was it?
I don't know. Didn't say.
That's crazy.
And then I also looked if that's where the term came from. Like,
oh, right. And no?
Like, and no.
Wow. Huh. Wow, imagine the trouble he'd get into today if he was doing that.
Yeah.
Holy crap. And he was an older fella. He was an older guy when he was in office.
Was he?
He looked it.
Yeah.
Although I'm assuming he was doing it before he was president too, probably, right? Wow. All right. Last question, ladies and gentlemen. An oclophiliac gets sexually aroused from being in what? Crowds, planes, the beach, or a historical place? Joey said planes. Sallie said crowds. Beansy said the beach. Plajano said the beach. Nikki said crowds. Elizabeth said beach. Johnny Lambros said elevators. All right. That wasn't one of the answers.
Who said that?
Lambros. Kirsten said an historical place. Nikki says she has 30 bones in her hand. Okay. Joan said, oh, Lord, he slapped it in the table. I guess she's talking about Johnson. Did he actually smack it in a table once and hurt himself?
I don't know.
You got it right. It's crowds.
Really?
An oclophiliac gets sexually aroused from being in crowds. Nice. All right. There you go. That's Tuesday trivia. Nice job, everybody. Nice job. You got a few right.
Mickey
I'm
Mouse,
impressed.
man. I
It
know.
was rough.
You know your Mickey.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All
no,
right.
you got accountant.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
that's right.
accountant.
Yeah. So I'm not. How many questions were there? 10.
12.
12.
So I got 2 out of 12.
That's
Yeah.
more than I get.
Yeah, I didn't get much at all.
So Levittown, because we were neighbors. We're Hicksville, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Levittown, Hicksville education.
Did you have a basement?
No.
Why? Why do you ask?
Well, the Levitt houses didn't have a basement.
They didn't? Yeah. I don't know. Well, yeah, I was in a split level, so the basement was turned into like my grandma's house.
Yeah, you were in a Levitt house though.
No. Wasn't it? What are split levels in Hicksville?
It's not a basement, really, right? It's
Yeah.
It's ground floor.
Yeah, it's ground floor.
And the Levitt houses, again, he built them cheaply. We just talked about it yesterday. He was a known racist, but the idea of him building the houses was for the soldiers coming back from war, that they can afford a house. So he built them cheaply, so they didn't have basements or anything like that. I remember they had the carports.
Carports, that's right. They didn't have garages.
Right. So he built them as cheaply as possible so that the soldiers can afford them.
Yeah.
Every house was the same.
Right.
So you couldn't envy your neighbors for any reason. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Every house had the same dishwasher, the same stove, the same kitchen sink, everything was the same.
With the big boiler, the big heater right there in the kitchen.
Right in the kitchen, next to the fireplace.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
You had a fireplace? We didn't have a fireplace.
We had a fireplace right in the center, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we used
right
to watch the U-Log at Christmas. That was the closest we got to a fireplace in our house.
with the TV in the wall by the stairs.
Right.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, good memories, man. I love.
I actually
great.
love Levittown, man. I really do.
Yeah.
I just.
It's better
family
now.
oriented. Yeah, it's just a nice town.
It was always family oriented, but the schools are much better now.
Are they? Yeah.
When we were kids, it was made fun of. I remember being in Hicksville, it was made fun of, and now. When my daughter's 22, when she was in school, because she's autistic, and everybody was trying to get their kids into Levittown because they had such a great special needs program.
Right.
They just upped their game with everything.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
that's
there's a little
great.
Levittown info for you. All right, so today's Tuesday. Mm-hmm. We got nothing, right? Anthony's not on tonight.
Yeah, he's on vacation or something.
Yeah, he's on vacation, Villa Rome, I believe, because I think he's playing there tomorrow or Thursday or something.
Okay.
So no Anthony and Johnny this week. There's no domestic disturbance. Is still taking
They're
some time
still
off.
figuring stuff out.
And then we're not here tomorrow.
Nope.
So the next show was tomorrow night. Donversations. This week, if you liked last week, Don had Tommy Chong. This week he has comedian Tom Cotter, who's playing Governor's Levittown. He's playing here this weekend. So Tom Cotter with Donversations tomorrow night at 7:30. And now Christy's not on tomorrow either. Now,
Yeah,
right?
that's sad. She Mark is filming something.
Mark Riccadonna, yeah, he got a
It's
part in a
just
pilot.
a pop-up thing, so he had to take it. So so Christy Miller asked Rob Bartlett.
Rob Bartlett.
Yeah, to do it, to fill in, and everything was like all set to film. And then his mother-in-law passed away like hours before they were going to film.
that
So
sucks.
he was like,
Oh, sorry.
I can't like leave,
Right.
you know.
Well, the show must go on. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right.
So she got a little stuck. So she was sad that she's not going to be able to do a show this week, but she's not going to be able to.
All right. So Don with Donversations tomorrow night at 7:30, and then Sallie and I are back on Thursday. But don't forget the Almost Irish podcast Thursday at 6:30, the Govs Radio premiere, and then Don returns Thursday at 7:30 for season 2 of Top Fives. I don't know who's on it with him. Or is Tom Cotter on Top Fives this week?
Oh yeah.
He's on one of them. Maybe he's on both. I don't even know.
Watch Don's show. They're both good.
Watch them anyway. All right. What do you got? So, how do they find your DJ business? How do they find you?
You could find me on Joey Petroni's Facebook page. It's the Joey Petroni DJs right on the same page.
Petroni.
Yep. Or you could call me 516-445-3924.
Say it one more time.
516-445-3924.
Nice. All right, there you go. Thanks, pal. It was fun
you.
hanging out with you.
Thanks for
Glad
having
you
me.
came in.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Good to see you.
It's always
nice
great.
to
Good to
have
see you guys.
back.
Yeah, nice to be out of the house, man.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. When will it air, Beansy? What? Oh, in case anyone wants to know, I made the finals, but that's all I can say. Oh, Beansy, what is it? Hell's Kitchen he's on? Is that the name of it? Hell's Kitchen, the cooking show?
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, Joe made the finals.
Nice.
But sometimes those things are weird. Sometimes they don't air for like a year later or something.
Yeah.
Right.
But game shows take forever.
Joe, are you sure you're even allowed to say that much? I bet you he's not.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say this.
They're gonna call you up and tell you you're
They're
done.
gonna punch you in the
be careful.
face.
That's true. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, don't have that info yet because Joan asked him when it's gonna air. Don't have that info yet, but when I get it, I'll tell you, and then tell us when it's gonna air too. Get it? See what I did? All right. Have a great day, everybody.